Hello, hi all, welcome back to the next video. So in this video we're going to talk about when conditions. So what is a when condition? So it's basically a nested condition, or if we have multiple conditions, how we're going to execute that one. So we're going to use when for that. So if you talk about simpler statements, so you have heard about switch case in Java. So in that case, what do you have? A switch condition, switch cases, and then we have default conditions. Similar to this, we have when statement. Same way we have in some JavaScript, Python, we have multiple conditions. So let's talk about the basic syntax. So the basic syntax comes with, we have our condition, basic condition over here, or our basic variable over here. Then we're going to execute our conditions in this. Let's say our condition 1 will be in this section, and then we're going to use a lambda expression, and we have our block of code which is going to execute over here. So this is a simple syntax. Our variable, condition, next condition, same way in the similar fashion, and we have our lambda expression, our block, and lastly, if any of the condition is not going to execute, then we'll have our last, which is our else, which will be else with lambda, and the last will be this expression going to be executed. So let's take an example to just see how it works. Let's say we have variable a, which is value is 20. So what we're going to do is we'll write our variable over here, and we're going to write our condition over here. So let's say is a1, so print is 1. If it is 2, is 2, and if both are not going to execute, or if both are false, in that case we allow a print which means neither 1 nor 2. Okay, so let's execute this one. Okay, because this condition, so it is not satisfied both the condition, so it's went to our else block. So again, what we did is, in a summarized way, we took a variable which is value is 20. We checked it with two conditions, which is 1 and 2, is value 1, is value 2, and then we have a similar code block for that one. And then lastly, if both conditions are incorrect, then it's going to execute our next block of code. Okay, so this is this one was with our we have taken out with one variable in top, and then execute this one. But if you have slightly different conditions, or if you want to execute multiple conditions, what we're going to do in that case, what we can do is, or if you want to execute in a different way, so what we can do is, let's say if a is 1 and a is 2, this is another way we can use by removing the variable here. So what is advantage of doing that? So in this way we can have multiple conditions. How? I will tell you. A is string, and if we have let's take it as integer only. Okay, so this is what we did is, we checked value, we compared value with 1, we compared value with 2, and then we checked its type also, is type integer or not, and then we have else condition, the last condition. But these are like simple conditions, so what we can do more with that? So what another thing we can do with this is, we can take an what do you call it, the range operator also. So to take the range operator, what I'm going to do is, I'll take in a simple way. I'm going to take it here, I'll remove this one, I'll write 2. Let's say 10. Let's say if I want to check if it's beyond 10, I'll just write 11, and let's say if I write 19. Okay. Another way, if I don't want to check in this one, I'll just make it or opposite to then I'll check in this one 50. It's not between this operator. So what does these condition means? Simply a variable, then I'm checking it with a range operator. Yeah, with a range operator. So it will check between 1 to 10, which simply means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, till 10. It's going to check. Again, if it is between one of them, it's going to execute this code block. If it is between these range of variables, which is 11 to 19, it will execute this statement. And if it is, you want a different kind of condition, it is it's kind of opposite kind of condition. If it is not in this range, then it is going to execute this kind of condition. And then if all 3 conditions are wrong, then it is going to execute this operator or this condition. Sorry, this condition. Okay, so it's not between them, and this one is true. So the statement is true, or we can say this condition is true. Okay, so this is like a simple when statements. If you want to make it slightly complex, what going to do? So let's change this one, and now we take another variable. Let's say our variable is hello. Let's say hello for when, and let's check. Again, we have a when statement, but this time we are going to have slightly different condition. Let's say is start with let's say prefix was hello, but I'll write when, because I want this condition to be false, so that I can go to our different condition. Let's say is when. We have another operator. We're going to check its let's check its length. Is length equals to 4? But these are like still simple. So what if I want nested condition? So yeah, we can do nested also with when. So let's do the nested one. Starts with it is hello, so I write it hello, and then so this code block I'll write nested condition if hello dot length equals, let's say it's 10. It's going to execute this code block, and if it is not, then it's going to not 10. It's actually not 10. This one is 10. My bad. And if all these are not executed, it says else, and execute this one. So what we did is we took our string, we took a variable as a string. First we compared is prefix is is prefix when. So if it is a prefix was when, it will execute the statement. If it has a length 4, which is not possible because you can see its length is at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. It's more than at least 15 or somewhere between 15. So it will going to execute this one if it is. Again, what we're going to do is we need to check another condition, which is the prefix hello, which is true. Then it going to, if it is true, it will go to this code block. And in this case, it says not 10, so it went to this one. Why? Because this first was true. It went to check the length, which is 10. Length was not 10, then it went to else condition. So this way we can write in when a nested kind of condition also. Nested kind of condition also. So if you have any doubt, please comment, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.